I was in a hospital bed when I showed the nurse a whiteboard that said, "I'm going to die if I leave the hospital with her." The nurse was adjusting my IV when I held up the whiteboard. She stopped, looked at what I wrote, then at me. Her face didn't change. I glanced toward the hallway where my mother was crying to a doctor. The nurse looked back at me, set down her clipboard, pulled a pen from her pocket, and wrote something on my discharge paperwork. She slid it toward me. It said, "Don't react. Stay calm. I'll be back at shift change." Then she said out loud, "You're looking better, sweetheart. Get some rest." My mother walked in. I closed my eyes like I was sleeping. Like this wasn't my only chance to escape. Let me explain. A year ago, my mom lost her job. We lost everything. She said she found a way to make money. That night, she drove me to a motel, room 12, alone. I was 15. My mother signed me over like a contract. In exchange, she got a monthly payment and a new apartment. I got transported, city to city, motel to motel, private ditty-like parties. I tried to fight back once, screamed, bit, clawed. They drugged me after that, every time. I stopped knowing what city I was in, stopped knowing what day it was. I would wake up with no memory of what happened, just bruises I couldn't explain, marks on my body that told stories I couldn't remember. I tried to run twice. The first time, they caught me before I hit the street. The second time, I made it to a gas station, called 911. They found me before the cops did, beat me so bad I couldn't walk for a week. My mother visited after, not to check on me, to remind me what happens when I try to leave. Last week, they gave me something new, something stronger. I felt my heart stop, woke up in an ambulance, and now I'm here, hospital bed, IV in my arm, and my mother sitting next to me. The doctor said it was trauma. She told them it was drugs, that I'd been using, that I did this to myself. They believed her. They always believe her. But this nurse, she looked at me different, like she could see through the whole act. At shift change, she came back, closed the door halfway, handed me a new whiteboard. Write everything, fast. I did. Everything I could fit. The men, the drugs, the locks. She read it. Her hands were shaking. "I know," she said quietly. "I know because I lived it." She told me she was 17 when it happened to her, 4 years before someone believed her, a cop who saw the signs everyone else missed. "I'm going to make calls," she said. "There are people who help with this. I just need you to hold on a little longer." For the first time in a year, I felt something crack open in my chest. Hope. Then my mother walked in. She looked at the nurse, then at me, then at the whiteboard. Her face didn't change, but I saw it. The shift behind her eyes. "Sweetheart," she said sweetly, "you should rest." The nurse left. I erased the board, but I knew. She saw us talking. She saw the way the nurse looked at me, and my mother never lets anything go. I stayed awake all night, waiting for the nurse to come back. She never did. The next morning, a doctor walked in, clipboard in hand, my mother behind him, eyes red. "Your mother told us everything," he said. My stomach dropped. "You've been struggling with addiction. You're a danger to yourself, possibly others." "That's not true." My voice cracked. "My mom is lying. Sweetheart, please," my mother sobbed. "I'm trying to help you. She's the one who did this to me." I was screaming now. "Ask the nurse, the one from last night. She knows. Please go get her." The doctor didn't blink. "We're transferring you to the psychiatric unit. 72-hour hold for your own safety." No, please, just talk to the nurse, please. "She didn't show up for her shift today. You have a new nurse now." My blood went cold. My mother looked at me, just for a second, a flicker of something behind the tears. Then she squeezed my hand. "I'll be here when you get out, baby." They wheeled me out, down a long hallway, through 2 locked doors, into a room with no windows. I sat on the bed, alone, and thought about the nurse. What did she do to her? 2 days passed, no visitors, no updates, just white walls and silence. Then the door opened. A woman in a suit walked in. She was a detective. Her eyes locked on mine, but they weren't suspicious. "We found the nurse," she said. She was unconscious in the parking garage. Signs of a struggle. My chest tightened. She had documentation on her phone, text to a trafficking hotline. Everything matched what you wrote on that whiteboard. I couldn't breathe. "Your story checks out. Your mother's been arrested." I didn't move. Couldn't process it. Is the nurse alive? Turns out she survived.